It's a brave new world out there and you have to adapt as swiftly as possible. Yes, we are talking digital payments here. The government wants you to go digital. In fact, going forward, transacting in cash will get more expensive for you. Which is why we're doing this show here on Magicbricks Now. Hello and welcome. I'm Kavita Krishnan and this is My Mobile, My Wallet. Our initiative to make your journey to digital payments smoother and easier. We'll be answering all your questions related to digital payments today. So if you have any doubt, pick up the phone or write us an email and ask us that question. You can also tweet into us. But first, let's go across to these questions that have come in. Our reporters have been going all around the country today and they have sent in these questions from people who will be migrating to digital payments. Let's listen in to their problems.
ऑनलाइन में तो इसमें ओटीपी वगैरह और हमें प्रोवाइड करते ही हैं, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हमें कोई सिक्योर रहते हैं, ट्रांजैक्शन के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है।
पैसे जो सब ऑनलाइन से हो रहे हैं या पेटीएम के जो भी हो रहे हैं, अगर वो भाग जाएंगे तो पैसे कौन देगा मुझे?
दिक्कत पहली बात तो चलाना नहीं आता, उसके बारे में कैसे पेड करना है। मान लो मुझे डिश टीवी रिचार्ज कराना तो कैसे करना होगा, उसके बारे में जानकारी चाहिए। अकाउंट कैसे बनाना होगा, क्या करना होगा उसका, वो भी डिटेल पता नहीं है।
Digital payment, I trust it. It is all right. Nothing is wrong with it. Security is there. But I generally believe in purchasing through debit cards, credit cards or by cash.
Very basic questions coming in there. मेरा account कैसे बनेगा, कोई मेरा पैसा लेकर भाग गया, तो who's going to return that money to me, and many more. And to answer all those questions today with me is Mrinal Sinha. Mrinal is the Chief Operating Officer of MobiQuick, which in itself is a digital wallet. He will also answer questions on all the other modes of digital payments. Mrinal, welcome to the show. Let's get started with that very, very basic question that somebody asked over there. How do I open an account? मेरा account कैसे बनेगा?
तो अकाउंट खोलना उतना ही सिंपल है जितना कि व्हाट्सएप का अकाउंट खोलना। जिस तरह व्हाट्सएप हम डाउनलोड करते हैं गूगल प्ले स्टोर में या एप्पल स्टोर में, ठीक उसी तरह एप्पल स्टोर या गूगल प्ले स्टोर में जाके हम मोबीक्विक या कोई मोबाइल वॉलेट उसके लिए हम सर्च कर सकते हैं, डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। जिस तरह व्हाट्सएप के लिए रजिस्टर करते हैं, ठीक उसी तरह अपना नंबर देके और ओटीपी आता है, पासवर्ड सेट कर सकते हैं और 2 मिनट से कम में भी अकाउंट खुल जाता है।
That's it. Opening an account is very, very simple. Of course, before we move on, let's just take you through the 5 modes of digital payment that are really available to you in India at the moment. This is, of course, one that we've been using for quite some time, the basic debit card, credit card, and the POS machine at the end of it, which facilitates the transaction. That is something a lot of people are familiar with. The other one, which is relatively fairly newer, is the e-wallet, the ones that are offered by the likes of MobiQuick and, of course, Paytm and a lot of other banks as well. Apart from that, of course, we have UPI. You would have seen this particular offering from all your banks. If you've been using net banking, you would see that being offered on all your bank websites of late. The other one, of course, is USSD, and one that is still in the wings, we hear, is Aadhaar-enabled payment systems, which will allow you to transact just on the basis of the Aadhaar number. You will not need to know anybody's account number. So these are the 5 big modes of digital transactions that we are really working with. But let's get across to the questions that we've got, which have come in from across the country. We have Sushma, who writes in from Bengaluru, Mrinal. And she says that I am a senior citizen. I want to start using digital payment systems. I feel it is safe. But sometimes I'm also worried about online fraud. Now, can I make my monthly payments of landline, electricity bill, water bill, basically the utility, through payment wallets? If so, how do I go about it? How would you reassure Sushma? How is it safe?
There are many layers of safety that are built in, depending, certainly the leading wallets like MobiQuick, we have several layers of safety built in for the user. So, you can set a password, a PIN for opening your wallet itself. So it's not as if your phone lands in somebody else's hands they can just open up, your mobile wallet and start using it. If you're an iPhone user, then to open up your MobiKwik app, it needs your thumbprint. So there's these security features built in already. I think if you were to lose your phone and you get in touch with MobiKwik customer care through many different means, we have the ability to remote wipe from our servers all the data that is present on that phone, which you have lost. The money, of course, is all secure. It's kept in a safe bank account. It's pooled together and kept in a bank account as per Reserve Bank of India norms. So it's not as if it's not as if you're using a secure e-wallet like MobiKwik. If you lose your phone, your money is still protected. So it's protected against fraud. I think that was the first question. The second question was.
The second question was whether she can use use digital payments for utility bill payments.
Yes, I think the lady wrote in from Bangalore. If you are in Bangalore, you can pay your mobile bills, electricity bills, and water bills, all of them through MobiKwik. So the top wallets certainly support all of the billers, all the bill payments that you need to make. Not only that, you can pay for, if you have a piped gas connection, you can also pay for piped gas. If you are booking LPG cylinders with Indane or HP or Bharat Petroleum, you can pay for gas as well. So you only need to start using MobiKwik, and then you'll know all the different places where you can use it. Certainly for all the bills that the lady mentioned, it can be used there.
Right. And Mrinal, like you just mentioned, that if you are staying in Bangalore, and we know that you can use digital wallets and you can do online payment for a lot of utility services and a lot of other services in the metro cities at least. What is the situation, what is the scenario in the smaller cities, because we're really talking Bharat over here. Everybody has to eventually move to digital payments. What is happening in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities?
Covered there too. So 25 states, 50 electricity boards, you can pay electricity for all of those electricity boards, 52 electricity boards. You can pay the bills of all of those electricity boards using MobiKwik. You can pay the water bills at all of these places. You can pay for cooking gas. Piped gas is not available in a lot of the tier 2 or tier 3 cities, but certainly gas cylinders are available. So, whether you get a gas cylinder from an Indane dealer or a Bharat gas dealer, in all the tier 2, tier 3 cities in India, all of the cooking gas companies also now accept MobiKwik, and all of their dealers accept MobiKwik. So this isn't just a Bangalore or Delhi phenomena. It's gone, beyond the Delhis and Bangalores. It's gone beyond even the, Pune and Chandigarhs. In every small city and town in India, you can pay via MobiKwik.
Right, so tier 2, tier 3 cities are also enabling digital payments. We have a question that's come in from Delhi, a video query that's come in. Let's listen to that. Let me play it out for you, Mrinal.
What security they provide to our bank account. That's all. I want to know, not me, all of them, they want to know that what security they are going to provide to our bank accounts.
Very, very pertinent question over there, Mrinal. And in fact, earlier also in those questions, in those people's, bites that we played out for you, even there was this one man who asked कि कोई मेरा पैसा लेकर भाग गया तो फिर क्या होगा? What is the redressal mechanism? How safe is the money in my bank account if I open a digital wallet?
If you open a good, secure digital wallet like MobiKwik, your money is more safe than if you were to transact directly using the bank account. And the reason is that if you are taking some money from your bank account and putting it into the MobiKwik wallet first and then transacting, no one has access to your bank account, which is where you've kept, people keep a lot of their savings. Now there are two questions then. How safe is a person's money in the MobiKwik wallet? And it is very safe. MobiKwik and a lot of the leading mobile wallet companies operate under a license from the Reserve Bank of India. And what that means is that there are very strict norms on where we are supposed to keep the money, how the money flow is supposed to work in case in case a user buys something, and therefore it's very clear, and you can be rest assured that if you are using MobiKwik or some of the top mobile wallets, your money is secure in the wallet. That's one. Second, it is in fact better to use a mobile wallet than to expose your bank account directly for any kind of payment, because then someone could potentially have access to all of the savings that are there in your primary account. So better use a mobile wallet than not, because the mobile wallet itself provides more security, and secondly, it provides an additional layer of security over and above your bank account.
Essentially, what Mridal is trying to tell you here is that it's very simple. The way you carry a wallet, you withdraw some money, you withdraw some cash, you keep it in that wallet, and that is the money you're carrying around with you. Essentially, that's what happens in an e-wallet. What happens in an e-wallet is that you transfer some money from your bank account to your mobile wallet, and this is capped at 20,000 rupees by the RBI, that at any given time you cannot have more than 20,000 rupees in your digital wallet. So you can only keep that much money, and then you transact using that wallet. So that's essentially the way it works, which also means that your bank account is safe. Mridal, we have another question, but before that, very quickly, a lot of banks also have mobile wallets. They have their own e-wallets. How does the technology work over there? Is the bank account separate, distinct from the mobile wallet provided by the bank?
It varies. So depending on which bank it is, I think some are directly linked, some are not directly linked, and in general, from a technology standpoint, I would say that this is mobile wallets. Companies that are only running mobile wallets, they're certainly doing a lot more innovation than the bank wallets. That means not just more convenience for the user. That means not just more number of merchants and number of billers that people can pay for. It also has.
Right, Mridal, we've got a viewer who's called in. We've got Anurag who's called in from Kolkata. Go ahead, Anurag. What's your question?
Hi, everybody. I'm Anurag. I am a student here at Calcutta University. And I actually come here from a long distance, so I have to stay at a hostel. Actually there's a cash crunch, so we can't regularly update recharge our phones with 3G, and we have to use a 2G connection and a 2G internet. So when we are using some certain apps like mobile wallets like Paytm or Freecharge, and we are using them to, let's say, make a recharge or buy something from a local vendor, like a lot of people are accepting Paytm right now, like the local vendors, and so it's getting a bit problematic with our 2G recharges, like the Paytm money or the Freecharge money that we have in our accounts. They are being deducted, but they are not being transferred to the vendor, and so they're not giving us with whatever we are wanting to buy. So that's something, that's the problem that we are facing, and I would really like a way out of this. So like, is Jio the only solution that we have, or a 3G connection?
Okay, that's a voice from the ground over there. Mridal, what Anurag is essentially saying is a question that a lot of vendors have also been asking us. The money is deducted from the buyer's wallet, but it is not reflecting in the seller's wallet. Can you explain that? How does that work?
Again, I think what happens is, like, depending on the wallet that you're using, if you're using one of the better wallets, if you're using, say, a MobiKwik, then it is then it is handled for you. So what sometimes happens because of network failure, you can have money that is deducted from the buyer's wallet but not immediately reflecting into the seller's wallet. In such cases, the money will eventually basically be refunded to the buyer's wallet, and the buyers actually do end up getting a message saying that in case of MobiKwik, the buyers do end up getting a message saying your money is being deducted. This transaction could not be processed. However, your money is being refunded to your wallet by the end of the day. So, so if you're using MobiKwik, you're certainly very protected against such scenarios. I would urge the person who made the question to also try MobiKwik Lite, which is specifically built for places where there is a 2G connection.
Connections.
And the connection.
Also, Mrinal, one other thing that he asked, and which is something that vendors across the board, your bhel puri wala, your chai wala who's moved to a digital wallet has been asking us. Telling us that buyers pay them using mobile wallets, but they can't see the money. When can they access the money? When does the money come to them?
It should come immediately. I'm not sure what mobile wallet you're using.
No, I'll tell you what they mean. A lot of them typically use the money from today's sale to buy raw material for tomorrow's sale. Now, that is not essentially happening because the person who's selling them the raw material for tomorrow's sale may or may not be using mobile wallets. Now, all this was done by using cash. Now, in the absence of cash, what do? Do they have to go to the bank and withdraw this money? When does this money get credited in their bank account? How long does it take?
Well, if this seller were using a MobiKwik app, life would be very simple for her or him, because the moment it is in their wallet, they can pay for anything else. Even if the person on the opposite side does not have a MobiKwik wallet, they can pay, using debit cards, credit cards, or anything which is linked with their MobiKwik wallet. Also, the same day, at the end of the day, this money is transferred to their bank account. So even if they are getting some payments at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or even 5 o'clock in the afternoon, by the end of the day, that money gets transferred to their bank account. So tomorrow, when a seller is going to buy raw materials, they can use the money which is going back to their bank account.
Government must take an initiative. Government must take a publicity drive to actually promote government portals or government, government online brands.
People are still not aware about the online transaction. We have to give them a platform so that they could be aware of online transaction and cashless economy as well.
There is no problem, not any difficulty. So I will suggest everyone to go for digital banking.
I don't have any difficulty in online transactions. It is very convenient and secure doing online transactions, and I use it often.
Right, those are voices coming in from Pune, and the other big question, of course, that everybody is asking, and Rashmi from Mumbai has asked the same question: how safe are digital payments? What is the guarantee that transactions carried out online are safe? And the other big question, Mrinal, that somebody asked this earlier in the day: koi mera paisa lekar bhag gaya, to kya kare? Where is the redressal? Where do customers really go for redressal?
Customers can get in touch with MobiKwik for redressal using many different ways. They can write to us right from the MobiKwik app. The transaction that is...
Right, Pranal. And we are not just talking MobiKwik here. I'm talking about the entire payment industry as a whole, digital payments as a whole. If my money is lost in the transaction, what do I do? Get in touch with the service provider. That is one, of course. But say the service provider doesn't address my query, what are the other modes of redressal that are open to me as a customer?
Absolutely. So there are two other methods of redressal that are available to the customer. One is whatever mode has been used to charge the wallet. They can get in touch with the agency that runs that mode. So in case a debit card has been used, they can get in touch with the bank that has issued that debit card. That bank can help redress it. And then finally, if the banks are also not able to take corrective efforts, then they can get in touch with the RBI ombudsman for that bank and ask them to help with redressing that. So the RBI has asked each company to have a nodal person with who any customer can get in touch and request for a redressal. That is a list of people that is online, is available on every company's website. And in addition, a customer also has the option of directly contacting Visa or MasterCard if a Visa or MasterCard was used to make the payment.
Right. So in any case, so this is what you do if your money gets lost during the transaction, and if the company concerned is not responding to your queries, you can go to the company's website, or better still, you can just go to the Reserve Bank of India's website. There are nodal officers who are there who will help you get redressal. Of course, the banking ombudsman is also something that you can opt for, you can approach if you are stuck in a situation like this. We have another video query that's coming in from Delhi now. Let's listen into that one.
हमें डर है कि मान लो बाय द वे हमारा इंटरनेट के द्वारा अगर कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन होएगी और मान लो इसमें बहुत प्रॉब्लम आती हैं और हमारा पैसा गायब हो जाए तो उसका जवाब कौन देगा?
Again, the same question over there, and that essentially is what people are worried about with digital transactions, Rinal, that हमारा पैसा गायब हो जाए तो हमें कौन जवाब देगा? The problem over here is it is faceless. How are mobile wallets like yourself, your own company, how are you really getting around that problem?
Look, we are not faceless, right? I think we have 40 million people that use MobiKwik. And once in a while, you know, we have a commitment to keep people's money safe. It means that for any reason, if a user's balance goes down for an unexplained reason, we have a call center they can call at. They can click on the specific transaction and send us a message saying this transaction was erroneously done, it's fraudulent. They can write us an email. So we are at their disposal, and in case of MobiKwik, whenever there is a problem with reconciliation of funds, that is the highest level of escalation that we provide to a user, and those nature of complaints are resolved within 1 to 2 hours. So if a user at all has a problem with money getting deducted erroneously, that money is credited back into the user's account within 1 to 2 hours.
Right. We have Mohit who's written in from Chennai, Mrinal. Now he says that if I want to use mobile wallets to pay bills, how do I ensure that the amount is credited to the beneficiary in the case of third-party transfers?
I think the person who's asked the question, what he means is if they're paying an electricity or a mobile bill, let's say they're paying Airtel and they conduct this transaction through MobiKwik, what is the guarantee that the fact that they've spent this money on MobiKwik, that it will indeed go to Airtel? What happens is if you're doing this in your MobiKwik app, or if you're doing it on the MobiKwik website, you get an email confirmation and invoice from MobiKwik saying this particular mobile number has been recharged with this much amount. You get an SMS, and it also shows up in the user's transaction history in their app or on their website. All of those three are legally enforceable documents.
Right. So
we stand. Those are documents that we have to show to the Reserve Bank of India, and we are liable
and
for
those are documentation that you can also use as part of your own records as a person who's using the service. We have Sridhar from Bengaluru who's called in. Sridhar, go on, tell us what's your question.
Good evening. This is to the panel. As a senior citizen, how safe it is for me to operate on online transactions, especially MobiKwik or whatever it is, in any of the platform which we are going to go through. That's my basic question.
Sridhar, have you used any of these apps earlier, any mobile wallet or any form of online transaction?
No, not yet, except for my online banking transactions, which have internet banking part of it. Apart from that, I'm not using anything other than that.
Right. Any specific issues you faced with those particular transactions? Any problems, any issues over there?
No issues at all. Especially the internet banking, I don't have any issues. But when we go for an online transaction through our mobile, is there a possibility of how safe it is? That is what my...
So that's what's holding you back?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Mrinal, so that's what's holding Sridhar back. He's a senior citizen, uses online transactions, is at home with net banking, but now he wants to start using a mobile wallet. He's worried about the safety again. What can you tell him?
MobiKwik is as safe as a bank. We are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. We have to answer to the same set of questions that any other banks do. And therefore, Sridhar, your money is safe with us. Your transactions are safe with us. I do request you to try MobiKwik, for example, instead of net banking, to book a rail ticket. And you will see how much better it is.
Right. So that's how that works for all digital wallets. In fact, it is not just MobiKwik, it's across wallets. All the wallets, all e-payment systems essentially report into the Reserve Bank of India, the same regulator which regulates banks as well, which means that these modes of transactions are essentially backed by the guarantee that the Reserve Bank of India gives you, and which is why if you have any problem whatsoever, you can go knocking on the doors of the RBI. Okay, with that, we do come to an end of this show today, but we are getting a lot of questions from all of you out there. So if you have any more questions, do send them in and we will, of course, try and get you answers. Mrinal Sinha, thank you very much for joining us and for answering all those questions. And like we said, we are here to make your transition to digital payments smoother and easier. So if you have any problems, do get in touch with us at Magicbricks Now. Thank you very much for watching.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Magicbricks Now. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magicbricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/Magicbricks Now.